What up, y'all? Jai Kush here. Welcome to another episode of the Sky High Lounge. Sorry for being a day late on this one. Ended up breaking my toe earlier this week, and yeah, I've just been trying to deal with that. So I do apologize for the late drop, but here we are. So today's topics. Let's see. Alright, today's topics are the Denver Broncos destroying my Las Vegas Raiders. Devontae Adams wants out of Las Vegas. And Saleh again fired from the Jets. So, a lot of bad news for me in particular this week, to say the least. But anyways, yeah, that Bronco-Raider game, there's nothing to say. It was ugly. My Raiders, we in some trouble. I kind of figured we were in some trouble after that Carolina game, but this recent Bronco game, it solidified it for me. We in some trouble. So, I don't know, we'll see what, 34-18, but technically it was wasn't really even close. 34-18. Minshew 12-17 for 137, one TD and 2 interceptions, and then O'Connell 10 for 20 for 94 yards for 1 interception. Yeah, and Knicks, yeah, way better. 19-27, 206, 2 touchdowns. And then Adams, what are you even doing? Yeah, Adams didn't even catch a ball in that game. Jacoby 6 for 72. And then Bowers 8 for 97 with 1 TD, which, I kind of expected from him this year. But yeah, Devontae. And the stats that I'm looking at right now, it doesn't even show if we targeted him or not. So, I mean, yeah, that's not looking good at all, Raiders. Not looking good at all. So, not really much I can say about this, except that it's ugly. It's ugly. And I don't think the rest of our season is going to get too much better. So, we were barely 2-3. So, 5? What is that? 12 games left? Oh, yeah, it's going to be a rough 12 games. 13 weeks in total with our bye week, but it's gonna be rough. Gonna be very, very rough. So we'll see. I can't take nothing away from Denver. They came out and did the damn thing. So yeah, I gotta salute Denver. Finally broke that losing streak they had against us. So yeah, tip my hats off to them. But yeah, not much I can really talk about that. And then Devontae wanting out. I mean, can you blame him? Just for what I said, I don't even know if he was targeted that game. He didn't get a catch. Didn't get no yards. So I don't even know if he was targeted that game. Oh, it's ugly. And yeah, from what I've heard, we're thinking either Baltimore or the Jets for Devontae. Which I can't give you my opinion on. Yeah, of course, I believe if he goes to either of those two teams, he'll make them better. I almost guarantee that. But it's like the fact that we're going to lose him. And knowing my Raiders and the kind of situation in right now, we're probably going to lose him for nothing. We're probably not going to get that big of a deal off of him. But I don't know, we'll see. It's hard to think where he's going to land up. Me, personally, where would I like? Of course, I would want him to stay in Las Vegas, but I preferably would rather see him go to Baltimore than New York, to tell you the truth. Especially with the third topic. Saul is firing. Like, they kind of in some hot water right now, too. So, and their offense has been looking atrocious this year. I mean, especially when you consider they got Aaron Rodgers behind center. Yeah, their offense is looking atrocious this year. So, if you ask me, I would love him to stay in Las Vegas, but I can't blame the guy for wanting out. And yeah, I think Baltimore would be the best scenario for him, but we'll see. Like I said, we got to try to get something from him, but who knows what that's going to be, Who knows, so. Yeah, it's definitely not. It's definitely dark times for Las Vegas fans right now. Definitely dark times for us right now. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on. But definitely had more expectation going into this year than what the results are proven to be. But he said it's only 5 games in. It's still kind of young, but shit, it's not looking like it's gonna get much better. So is what it is. The trials and tribulations of being a diehard Raider fan, you know. And then Saleh, the Saleh firing. Mm, I didn't see it coming, but I'm not surprised because, like I just hinted on, their offense has been atrocious this year. Atrocious. And I think they said since he's been coached there, he's like what? I think they said like 26 and 34 or something like that. Something around those marks. Which, that's not a winning record. I mean, it's not terrible, but at the same time, that's not going to win you any championships or any Super Bowls. So, just like the Bryce Young situation, I didn't see it coming, but it doesn't surprise me. And then the one thing I want to piggyback on that is to what every other analysis have been talking about, Stephen A. and all of them, thinking Aaron Rodgers had something to do with it, or even if not to that extent, he had knowledge of it happening before it actually got announced. Um, yeah, I don't think Aaron Rodgers had anything to do with it. I don't think he particularly went into the owner's office and said, "We need a new head coach." I don't think Aaron Rodgers would have did that, especially after watching a few minutes. I didn't watch the whole interview, but watching a few minutes off of his Pat McVay interview. Um, I don't think he would do that, go into, demand a coach being fired. But at the same time, I disagree with kind of his approach and his response on the Pat McAfee show because, dude, you're the star quarterback. They did a lot to get you over there, and their entire next few years, their future, their short term future is based upon you, kind of. So it's like, and now I heard today when I watched a little bit of some First Take and Stephen A. talking about it, I didn't know that Aaron Rodgers and the Jets owner talked the night before it got announced. And I'm like, oh yeah, if you guys talked the night before, I know you guys weren't just talking about, what you guys had for dinner that night and how's your family and how's everybody doing. I know you guys did not just talk about that the night before it got announced. I'm pretty sure the owner mentioned it to Rodgers during that phone call and be like, hey, I'm thinking about going a different way. Just kind of wanted to run it by you. And I'm not one to speak on what Aaron Rodgers might have responded. Like, yes, I agree, or no, I don't agree, or being, just the true human I think he is. Like, okay, yeah, you're the owner. It's up to you. But it's like, come on. How naive do you think the rest of the world is, Aaron Rodgers? You guys talked the night before. Like, come on. You had some inclination that was going to happen the next morning. You had to have. So that's the only thing I disagree with is him being completely naive to the whole situation like us regular fans are. No, the only people who could say we were completely like unaware about it, completely naive to the situation was us, regular fans. Because we're not in the Jets organization. So, and let alone we're not like the star player on the Jets organization. So it's like, come on now, you can't play the naive card. You had some kind of inclination. The owner and the organization was kind of leaning in this direction in the first place. That's so. If you watch the First Take, Stephen A's talk about it. Kind of agree with Stephen A. Like, yeah, you come on, man. And you guys talked the night before. You knew, so don't try to say you're completely naive to this situation. I get it. Defend yourself by saying I'm not the one who demanded this. Because, yeah, I'm not saying he did that. I don't think Aaron Rodgers would do that. I'm not saying he demanded the firing of Robert Saleh, but I'm pretty sure he had some inclination before it actually got announced. So that'd be my topic. That'd be my opinion on that topic. So I don't know. Crazy week of football, that's for sure. Definitely first coach getting fired this year. So we'll see who's possibly next on the chopping block. And yeah, like I said, definitely not looking forward to what my Raiders are going to do the rest of the season, but I'm definitely looking forward to that Colorado game against Kansas State this Saturday. So we'll definitely be talking about that on next week's episode. And yeah, other than that, I wish you guys a blessed rest of your evening, and we will catch you guys on the next one. JJ out.